Hello everyone, welcome to more Pandemic Legacy. We're about to start July, and because we're about to start July, we have legacy stuff, legacy cards to flip over. Yes. Exciting times. Are you excited, Justin?
That's a tricky question, and the answer is yes.
Sounds tricky. Oh, here we go. If you have not opened 50... He puts his tea down in a really fucking weird way, and he's mocking me for mocking him for it now. We need a scratchy, because if we have not opened Africa, we need to scratch.
Oh.
We only just unlocked
No,
the capability.
we could have had it from
No,
now.
it's been there since literally the beginning.
Yeah, but we haven't had
We could've-
5
we could've
unit
brought-
yellows.
No, sure, but yeah.
But that's mostly because we kept forgetting to link up South America. So.
I don't mind losing it, like, it's not in the world, like, not losing it, you know, I don't mind.
I
Can
hope
you just
we
say
don't
it's
lose
not
it.
the end of the world, Justin?
Yeah, I don't mind it so far. Sure.
I more meant the relations of the game.
I know, I got that a few seconds after I should have done. So,
Oh, God.
that's not good.
Have we lost Africa?
No, but there's other stuff
Oh no.
that we have lost
Oh.
that looks really good.
Aww.
Fuck. We didn't get a warning for this, did we? We didn't get like a thing saying you should open up Africa. I don't think we did.
Search
Right.
survive.
Our scouts report that the Hollow Men have... I'm literally reading it, Justin. Our scouts report that the Hollow Men have raided Africa. We quickly mobilised, but too late. Open package 7 and follow the instructions inside. This does not complete any objectives. Destroy the Topaz experimental vaccine unrationed event card inside.
Aww.
But we can read it first, right?
Yeah, we'll read it first.
Then we know what we've lost.
It's an experimental vaccine, so it might be like, it could be good, it could be bad.
Yeah.
No. Maybe, but no.
It could be wrong, it could be right. Name that song, YouTube. They're not doing it.
Jesus Christ, you know, it would have been very hard to get Africa, I think. I wonder what the success rate is.
I think like it would have been easier if we'd linked up South America slightly earlier, but we didn't.
Maybe you're right.
Ooh, these look like radio towers.
Ooh.
Those are all the vaccines. Chuck them in the bin.
There is infestation here. Vermin carrying the plague run through the cities. The abandonment of supply lines by our Haven leadership has driven much of the world to the brink. Old satellite towers dot the landscape. We can use them to broadcast information to each other, which should cut down our need for travel on the ever-growing grid. Right now, open the following doors if you've not done so. Okay, this is going to be big. Lots of stuff.
Do you want me to hold things and pass them to you?
Yes.
Hold your tea.
Pass me 57. Okay, which this will be the Africa sticker by the look of it. Which we'll probably put on off camera because you don't want to see all that swearing. But yeah, it's got Khartoum, Dar es Salaam, Antananarivo, Johannesburg, and Kinshasa. Kinshasa! Little wrestling reference for you there. Shut up, Matt. And we've connected Kinshasa.
Was Johannesburg always blue?
What do you mean always blue?
No, it used to be yellow.
Interesting.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, that is interesting. Yeah. Anyway, F we need now, please, Justin.
The good thing about this is once you get in there, it's going to take a lot to drag you away.
F has been added already. It was a sticker about yay big.
It's probably for infected cities. 14, please.
14 has been added already.
Okay, thank you. So, open package 7, following instructions inside. So, okay, so we'll get to the rest of this package and then we'll do that, I guess. So what's the rest of the stuff here? I think is it just city cards?
And the event we have to throw away.
And stuff. Yeah, so we've got Antananarivo, Johannesburg, Dar es Salaam, Khartoum, Kinshasa, yeah. Topaz experimental vaccine. It's only a one-use card, so we wouldn't have had it regularly, but discard one epidemic card without effect. Does anyone like the honour? Has anyone not destroyed a card yet?
You do it, Matt. I don't really want to.
Great. Okay, so that's it by the look of it. So we add Kinshasa. We've connected Kinshasa, which only has one infection card, and it has a search on the thing. So okay, that's fine. That's fine. And then we've got extra stuff for satellite towers. Ooh, lots of stuff. Okay. So, here's the rule stickers. So, we've got a rule for building satellite towers. Spend 2 supply cubes from your character card to build a satellite tower in your city. If there are no more available, move an existing satellite tower to your city instead.
Mm-hmm.
And then transmit. At a city containing a satellite tower, give 1 card matching the colour of the city you are in to any other player. The other player may be anywhere in the world. It's pretty solid.
That's really useful.
Yeah, and then we've got the stuff we're adding it to our things, and we've got a game end upgrade for permanent satellite towers.
Can they be built in the same? There's nothing about being built in the same as a white research lab thing.
Nope.
Cool.
There's 4 permanent satellite towers, and they cost 3.
Wow.
So yeah. So now the rest of the legacy stuff. Satellite towers have started picking up faint broadcast signals. Need to know who is transmitting. We think it's Hollow Men, but there's someone else. Could the Hollow Men be taking orders? Is someone ordering them to spread the plague? The grid is growing and can't handle Hollow Men spreading the plague. We're prepared to forsake some if need be. Would that make us the monsters the world thinks we are? Why does the world think we're monsters? And then one from the archives. July, year 38. Haven network still at full capacity. When we were relocated here, they set us up properly. Hope is still kindled. Strange to see adults on the Havens who never knew the world before. I dream to live on land again. I sometimes dream of fleeing for Utopia. Interesting. Oh yeah, we knew that there was a place called Utopia. I imagine they still function like the old world. I miss land and dirt. I hear they are close to a cure. Would they share it with our people? And then we have some extra cards. We have an extra objective. This objective is completed when a blue city, a yellow city, and a black city each contain a satellite tower. When you complete this objective, open door 35. Add this to your pool of objectives, destroy it at the end of the game in which you complete the objective.
Excellent.
And then that's it. And then it's first game in August is the next one, so we don't even have any for the second game in July or anything.
Wow.
So there we go. We've now got to do some setup, all the setup for the game, and get stickers in things. So we'll see you again in a second. Welcome back. So we've supplied the board, and we've already got 2 play cubes out. We've got 2 double cards in our first infection discard pile. We're not overly we've just literally at the end of the last game we knocked ourselves up at precisely the right point, which is the highest number of cards within a bracket of infections. Getting Kinshasa has knocked us up that one to the bottom, which is the worst. So we've got 9 epidemics in there, and I think we worked out that we're going to get an epidemic each single round of the table.
Yep.
So we're not. I think we said one thing we can do is just shoot for that triangulate signals objective, and just try and do that, and that would be nice. I mean, still play to win, but
it would be like a win.
Yeah. In some ways, it would be like not dying.
It might give us something that if we do lose this one, which is probably quite likely, might be helpful for the second game.
Exactly.
Get some searches done, some rogue connections built.
Yeah, stuff like that, because we kind of have to. Well, if we don't add anywhere and we inoculate one card, we're back down to the boundary. Or, given that we're going to have to add things, maybe we should just shoot for
The top of 9.
the top of 9, which I think is probably the thing to do. Anyway, I'm going first. I'm Cricket, the radio operator / smuggler / courier. And the very first thing I'm going to do is use my produce supplies card. Oh, I have to do that and then that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Fill your current location to its population with supply cubes. Actually, well, I don't have to do that. I can just do the make supplies thing. But there's no reason not to, really.
We've got 2 tick boxes for the global one.
I don't think we have enough supplies.
There's not many
supplies.
supply
No,
cubes.
but we could. But you can when you don't. Then there's not enough supplies. You choose where they go. So we could have enough that everybody starts with enough supply cubes to be getting on and building things.
I mean, we could do, but I could just use the top action, which is
True.
take, and then I can hand them out to everyone anyway.
Oh, it's true. Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, which gives me 3 supply cubes, and then I'm also going to use portable antiviral lab, and I'm going to use my second action to make supplies, and I'm going to use that to get 3 more supply cubes, which means I have. And that works out nicely. That's all the spare supply cubes. So I've taken 2 actions. And now I am going to move to New York.
That's me.
It is you. Oh God, I don't want to go to Lagos. I'm going to move to Sao Paulo and put down a supply cube. And then I'm going to give
2 to each
2
player.
to everyone.
Thanks.
And that's my first turn. I think that was a good selection of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have liked to have dealt with Lagos, but I would have had to stay on Lagos to do it. So, and then draw. Cairo. And an epidemic.
This is going to be very, very bad.
Yes, it is. It's going to be horrible. I think there's a slim chance we could actually lose now,
Yeah. Yeah.
depending on how
Well,
things work.
We could have outbreaks.
Yep.
So the card from the bottom is Santiago. And then we are now introducing the Hollow Men Gather, which there were 4 of, right?
When you draw an epidemic, you do draw another card, don't you?
No.
Do you not? No. Okay. For some reason I had that in my head.
It's been a while since we played.
It has been a while since we played. Yeah. God, if we lose now. Taking away the. Sorry, I won't carry on with that. Another song joke.
Okay.
It also means that someone around the table would end up going high pitched, and no one wants
Does this
that.
go up?
That does indeed go up. And then we draw 2.
Lagos.
So I can't cure Lagos.
And London.
I could cure London. Not that it matters.
So I mean, the thing with the plague cubes is it if you start your turn in a place, or if you just go to a
If
place.
you start your turn
Okay.
in an infected place.
But Hollow Men is
Or
just
infested.
if you're anywhere near it.
Well, I mean,
I'm not anywhere. I
you
mean,
don't
if
mean
go
that, right?
into it.
Yeah, I think so, yes. Your character gets exposed when your pawn leaves a location containing 1 or more Hollow Men. And infested is if you begin your turn, which is the same as a place with plague.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Double check. But Justin, it's your turn.
Great.
This is bad.
I think I just go to Washington and build a radio tower. And we've got one in blues.
Sure.
Or I go to London, remove London. Well, it doesn't matter.
We do have to perform some triage, otherwise we will lose in like 2 more turns or something. We do.
Yeah. Just trying to think what I
New
can do.
York, Jacksonville, you're near both of those.
Yeah, but I am. Any advice? Any ideas?
No.
Okay.
It's bad. It's bad.
Well, I can fix Jacksonville straight away as using Facilitator as an action to place a supply cube from the supplier from the stockpile to Jacksonville.
Because actually you've got a Jacksonville card in your hand.
Yep.
Yep.
I could do the same for Lima, but we only got one cube. That's one action.
Moved. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Two.
You can't build because
That's what-
if you had 3 cubes.
Put down.
There's nothing to produce anyway.
No, that's true.
Hmm?
There's nothing to produce.
Well, so that was one action.
I mean, if you want, move to Washington and build the radio tower. Like, you perform some triage. I'm happy with that. I'm not saying you have to go.
2 action is move to Chicago.
Oh, okay.
3 action is build a radio tower
Out of interest, why Chicago and not?
because it's got a senior set so
So you can get
one
there
action.
to do the.
Ah, yeah, fair.
And then that was 3 actions, right? One, 2, 3, and I will.
Yes.
Does anyone want to be moved to Chicago or move to another pawn?
If you move me to Sao Paulo, then I can do the Santiago search next turn and also put stuff down, but I don't. Is that?
That seems solid to me.
You're pink, yeah.
Yes.
That seems
Magenta.
solid. Doing searches is good if we don't think we're going to win.
Cool. There you go. That's my turn.
Okay.
Sorry, just.
Don't you dare touch my.
Don't touch my hand!
It worked the first time. Take 1 rationed event from the discard pile.
There aren't any at the moment.
No, what's that one do again?
This is mine.
Yeah, but when you
It's
play
unra-
it.
It's
Oh,
unrationed.
yeah,
It's
that's
unrationed.
unrationed.
It's a 1 use.
Oh, quite nice.
One quite nice.
Ah, excellent.
My shuffling was excellent.
Would anyone like one quite nice anytime soon?
Next epidemic.
I mean...
Yeah, probably as soon as we hit the next one, and then we can use.
I
It
mean,
worked the first time on the next one. And that gives us some time to.
It's not like we have to wait that long for it, right?
I mean, you guys are aware that if we will actually lose in the next...
That's what I'm saying. Like literally use
Like-
it for the next 2, because that gives us time to then.
oh yeah, I've got ration event, so I can just take it back again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or for the next 2 steps, or off
Yeah,
it.
I think we have to.
Right. Well, we'll miss the next effect stage, and then I'll just
Just play it and get it back now.
no, I have to play it immediately. So, but yeah,
Oh, right, okay.
yeah, it's fine.
I think that unless we put some supplies down in Cairo, London, Lagos, and as many places, then we will lose in the next couple of turns of drawing infection cards. So, yeah, brutal. Okay.
So me. So I was gonna move, search. I can't build and put down.
No, because you don't have enough supply.
Yeah. Well, I will.
Oh yeah. Well, you can.
I can either put down or I can build
Or search.
or search. I
You
want
can do
search.
2 of the 3.
Yeah.
I think it's more important.
Because you're going to need to produce another one to be able to put one down. So that would be an extra action. Put down, build.
But surely,
Four.
if you're here and you produce one, move, search, build.
But then
Then not
that's not
safe.
putting
Oh
one
yeah,
down.
yeah. I can't put one down as
I'd
well.
say,
I'm definitely going to search because the search might be something really, really awesome. I think.
I think that's. Well, yeah.
you can build a radio tower there.
Yeah. The only thing is not having any supply there.
You can look. There's plenty of yards to build radio towers in. It will get done. Like
No, I
If we
think
have
that's
the time
right.
to do it,
Um,
I didn't suggest either of them.
I think you suggested the radio tower. You pull the face button up. Okay.
No, I didn't suggest either of them.
Either way, the
I
search
think
can always.
I was nodding about doing the search.
Oh, okay.
I think the search is the most important thing to do there, because it's not if we think we're going to get to your next turn. I think that's a serious worry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Should be a short video.
Might be.
See, putting stuff down might prolong it to my next turn, and building the radio tower means that Johnny can hopefully finish that triangulate thing.
No, yeah, I think that's right. I think radio tower and putting something down is better than searching.
Yeah. Okay, so
take one from here.
Yep.
Move.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2. Put down, and then spend the 2 on the radio tower.
Yep.
It also means you can transfer cards, I guess, but yes,
Yeah,
as an action, isn't
Yeah.
it? But okay, and then draw 2.
Cairo. And strategic reserves. It's unrationed, so it's single use, but move up to 8 supply cubes from the reserve to the stockpile for use in this game.
Try 1 Quiet Night again.
Hang on, is using 1 Quiet Night twice in a row just
Prolonging the inevitable.
no, making it worse because we're reducing the amount
Of cards
of
in the
cards
pile.
for the next epidemic, which is bad
Yes.
because we're going to get the same cities repeating.
Okay, yeah, I think let's leave it to the next epidemic then.
Yeah, I think that's. But then it's giving us even just 2 or 3 more turns to use it now. I think there's a strong possibility we could. Well, we can because it's I think we have 2 more infection draws and then we will have lost.
Well, then if we've got at least 1 more, let's have your draw now.
Yeah, that seems
Sure.
legit. So we've got Santiago
Okay, that's good.
and New York.
Less good.
So we still have 2 more draws because we've got 3 to go. If you see what I mean.
Yeah, as long as we don't get Lagos twice. I just want
Yeah.
to
Should I put a...
So I think we have a choice to make here, and that choice is: do we want to let this game finish early and try and get the triangulation, or do we want to try to stop it ending? If we want to try to stop it ending, we have to get to those infected cities right now and dump supplies on them, on as many of them as possible.
Well, Johnny can build and put down as a free action, so he can get on to Cairo quickly,
Build and put down as
and he could even one action.
I can put down as a free action if I've made.
And you have a lot of movement, so you could get to Tripoli and build that tower.
Well, what if I go 1, which is
yeah.
build the tower there for 2,
Mm-hmm.
produce and put 1 down for 3,
Mm-hmm.
Ditch this card which lets me move to anywhere.
But yeah.
But you also got runner, haven't you?
Yes, which is
Sorry,
no, I wouldn't have enough.
But you also have helmsman to get free action, free move action.
Yeah, but
where?
none of what I was thinking was actually drive or ferry actions.
Yeah, I know.
Would the free actions get you to London? Or does one have to be on ship and one has to be on land or something?
So I get 1 free drive/ferry action each turn.
Right.
So it would end up the same as me just flying.
And what does runner do?
Runner means that I can discard a city card while in a haven or supply centre to move to any location on the grid.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Well, you can get to London in 1 move.
Yes.
But if you get to Cairo, you can build the radio thing. We've got
Which
that
gives us an objective.
I'll be honest.
Do we think I should do
I think
that?
we need to just, if we get that objective, we've got something out of this game.
Yeah.
So, 1,
Yeah.
2.
Okay. So we need to open 35. Thank you.
End of the game.
Okay, triangulation complete. We've picked up some chatter from the Hollow Men. We've learned that they primarily use 3 frequencies: 9.2, 9.31, and 11.88. When we get the satellite towers fully operational, we predict this will happen around August, we will be able to listen in on their signals. Keep this in the reserve.
Ooh.
That's it. So nothing helpful right now, but we've done it, and that's useful.
So, do I produce and put down in Cairo, or do we think Lagos is a bigger risk, in which case I leave Cairo, I sack off that card to move straight to Lagos and produce and put down?
Lagos is not... I mean, it's pretty bad. But, like, Cairo has 2 cards in the shuffle, and...
Doesn't Lagos also?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
But one of them's come out. Like, there's more Cairo cards in there than... I mean, you can look in the discard.
London, Lagos, Santiago, New York.
The Cairo ones have yet to come out.
Yeah.
So I think... I know what you mean, that could... Because Lagos could outbreak. But, like... Yeah, we just need to try and prolong this game as long as possible now to get some searches and just try and get some searches and city connections in. I think... I can't see how we can do anything but that. I think we're way beyond the point of pulling this game back already. So I think getting some stuff down in Cairo would be very useful.
Okay.
Multiple ones, if possible.
Well, I can produce 2 and put them both down.
And then move to Tripoli.
And then move with my free action.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Do I move? Yes, I move to Tripoli because that's infested.
Yep. Okay. And then draw your cards.
Produce supplies. That's handy for me.
That would have been useful a second ago.
Yeah. And re-add with a search.
Okay. Well, it's vaguely possible you could get there and do that.
Yeah. We flipping these?
Are we flipping these or are we one quiet night?
I think we should wait
I think
until the last
next
moment
epidemic. Yeah.
or the epidemic.
Yeah.
So, Sao Paulo,
I could be about to pick up a scar.
Lagos.
So the next Lagos card that comes down,
Coach Tracker.
we outbreak. It's very likely that the next infection step will kill us. So we need to do one quiet night.
The next, both the Lagoses are out.
And Cairo's protected.
Oh, we haven't reached the end of the last epidemic because there were.
No, we are, and we're going to hit another epidemic almost very quite soon,
Yeah.
probably. Right, what is the best thing for me to do here?
Roads.
Yeah,
Or put down in Lagos to prevent it outbreaking.
that's not a bad shout.
Because it will get into Sao Paulo and it will get into this Kinshasa.
Or I could try. Can I build a road to Johannesburg somehow? Because it doesn't matter, I don't think, if I end my turn on Kinshasa, because I don't think I'm getting a next turn. So therefore I won't get a scar. I'm just thinking, like, of connections and...
Do the outbreaks in this actually put a plague cube straight into that city, or do they just
no,
remove
it would remove a supply cube
Right,
first.
okay.
But Sao Paulo has no.
Yes.
You suppose making and putting down in Sao Paulo might be helpful.
I don't think there's any point in trying to prevent Lagos, because literally the next draw kills us.
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter if it's an outbreak or not.
Okay.
I don't think.
Fair enough.
I guess the only thing is that lowers more population. Like,
yeah,
when the thing ends. I don't know.
It also lowers the haven population, which is. I don't know if that's a thing.
Annoyingly,
I don't think things can outbreak to havens.
Annoyingly, I can put... Yes, they can. Annoyingly, I think. I could be wrong. Annoyingly, I could have put a cube down, supply cube down remotely in Cairo. Ooh, doing a deliver supplies action, you may put supply cubes into one adjacent location. I've got that as well.
So Lagos counts as being adjacent to it.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking, what is it I actually want to do, you know? If we want me to be preventative, what I'll probably do is literally sit in Sao Paulo, produce 2 supply cubes, put one of them in Lagos and put one of them in Sao Paulo. The other thing I can do is what do you need to spend to make a road?
2.
Ugh.
You
could pick one up from.
I could pick
There.
2 up from Kinshasa because it hasn't come out yet.
Or you
1,
could
2.
go to Cairo and link Khartoum.
You could get there in one move.
1. But isn't linking Joburg better because it's not infested?
Yes.
And it's a good spot for a supply centre. I can pick up the 2 off Kinshasa, that doesn't matter.
It does if thingy outbreaks. Because then it'd get another plague cube and it would go down to 0 pop.
No, you only lose 1 plague cube, 1 pop, no matter how many plague cubes you've got.
Yeah, but it's only got 1.
Oh.
That's what I mean. So if you get rid of...
We can always spend the points to...
True.
I don't know. Or I can...
Because picking one up doesn't cost you anything, so then...
2.
You'd be 3 actions for your produce, and then 1 action to join the road.
Yeah, and that leaves 1 on Kinshasa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing to do, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to... I realize someone at home will have worked out a better way of doing at home viewing will be screaming at us like, no, you can pull this back, or something like about the outbreak or something, but I think this is the best. So 1, 2, make.
Yeah.
No, hang on, because putting it down is another one. Another action, isn't it?
You're not putting anything down, though, are you?
Oh no, I'm not. Yeah. And then I pick 1 up for free.
Yeah.
And then I spend them, and I link Joburg. I don't know where the pen's gone.
It's on the kitchen side.
Oh, good.
Unless someone picked it up.
This has been a fun game. I think one thing we haven't been doing in this one, because we have a lot of things to think about, is inoculating, so actually removing more cities from here.
Yeah, because you can do it from the infection as well, can't you? Yeah.
Because we could just have taken out Lagos.
The Lagos cards,
That's
yeah.
what, we could have got sat in. We could, if you sat in Lagos, you could just take out all the Lagos cards. Stop. Well, the Hollow Men might save us.
I can't find it, so we're just going to have to remember that there's a line there for now. No, inoculating's not a good idea because we want to build up at the moment, surely.
I'm just saying we could have taken out Lagos's infection cards or something. Or
the infection cards. Yeah, I guess so.
yeah, I'm not saying that we should have done that. I'm just saying another thing.
I can't remember the conclusion we came to with the infection deck, but I think it was it that the bigger it is, the better?
Yeah.
Yeah, although that's overall and not necessarily in the one game that you're in.
No.
Where
Yeah.
this has happened very early and we've got kind of...
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I've done. So I've connected Johannesburg. And now I draw 2.
And I bet
Tripoli and
Oh.
Sao Paulo. But we do need to use 1 quiet night because we could lose here.
Yeah.
If we draw 2 infections, we've lost. That's it.
Yeah, why not?
So we have to.
Cool.
And now it's Justin's turn.
Okie dokie. So, any bright ideas?
Of what you could do.
Yeah.
What
I could actually take off the play cube from New York and put supply cube on it, so that we don't lose pop there.
And then if New York draw, have we drawn New York?
At one point, you must have done.
But is it in the discard pile as well?
I think it is. Yes. But so is London, which
Right.
is the other one that you could do something with. So
Where-
I could also do London, the same thing.
Where
But there is going to be an epidemic, so it's probably going to come out again.
Where have we not drawn that we could draw? That was in the initial
Cairo, Lagos, Santiago.
Cairo's
Sao
sorted.
Paulo.
Santiago.
Jacksonville?
Yeah, there was a
Jacksonville's sorted.
That's it. 2 Cairos and Jacksonville. were the initial.
Were the ones we haven't drawn.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, because there was also what was the epidemic one?
What?
Oh, that was Santiago.
Santiago. Yeah.
So there's still one more that we're.
But
missing.
my thing about London is it's not as important because it hasn't got a supply centre on it.
No,
No,
I was just saying
no.
the only other place that
Yeah.
you could get rid of one from is London.
And trying to see what you could do to try and make us survive this draw. So that John can search Santiago. That's the only question.
I mean, where are we expecting to come out?
Well, that's what I'm trying
Sorry,
to
I
establish.
know you are, sorry.
But I'm not getting an answer.
Santiago was the epidemic one. There was the 2 Cairos. There was a Jacksonville. I don't remember what the last one was.
There was 2 Lagos.
There's
I
2
mean,
Lagos
there's,
out now.
there's 9.
Yeah. And there's currently 6 out.
Okay.
One of them was from the epidemic.
And what are the
So there's
others?
5. 2 Lagos.
Yep.
London, New York, Sao Paulo.
Cool.
Ones that we haven't drawn were 2 Cairos and Jacksonville.
Mexico
and
City. There were 2 on it and it went down to 1.
then that was Jacksonville and Mexico and Cairo.
Is the only thing we want you to do the Santiago search?
Yeah, that's
Cool.
just what I'm trying to enable.
I could do it this turn.
Oh, can you?
Because I could move to John as an action, take John's card as an action, do the search.
Okay.
Sorry,
Do
I'm
we want to do
stealing off
that?
you, but...
Can we
That's fine.
see being able to do anything else if you have a turn and John has a turn? Because I think we might actually be safe.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like we'll survive another 2.
Yeah.
So 2
I mean,
Cairos.
Unless we
There's
draw an
also
epidemic.
Hollow Men coming out at some point. Remember that?
Yeah, but they don't count as outbreaks, though. So
No, true.
or incidents, rather.
And one of the Cairos has a broken link on it.
Complete 2 searches.
I think you could try and do
I've got
something
search
else.
as well.
Well...
So, hang on.
Go on.
Going wild here.
Yeah, go for it.
But if me and John can complete our searches on our turns, if Justin... Oh no, that one's a necessary one, isn't it?
Yeah, we need to get that one done, I'm afraid.
I thought we just needed 3. But...
Although I think a good thing for you to do might be just to fly to Cairo and build a road from Cairo to Khartoum.
Fly to Cairo, build from Cairo to Khartoum.
Because you're in a thing, so you can just
Mhm.
fly to Cairo. You need 2 cubes to do it, but you fly, produce, build.
But then you're going to be sat somewhere with a plague cube, so if it comes around to your turn again...
I can't see it going past John. I don't know. I can't see it going past John, but like... Because when we get that epidemic, everything's going to be shuffled in again.
I mean... I don't know. I could take cubes off Cairo, and do it.
But
They're probably
Well,
going
you
to come
can do-
out
you can do
next
it now.
turn.
you just fly, make, build road.
Mm.
You don't need to pick up cubes off Cairo.
No, I don't. I just don't want to go. I don't
And
want
we
to go.
don't want to pick up cubes off Cairo.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
That's just my suggestion. You could also remove the cube from Cairo with your...
Oh, I could, couldn't I? Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good point. Let's do that.
Although then you won't be able to build a road, will you?
You could pick up one of the... No, you don't want to do that.
Oh, well, yeah, if you...
Because there's 2 Kairos to come out, so then you may as well
Yeah.
just leave the cube there.
It's the
If
same.
you- yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It wouldn't be the same thing if Cairo didn't have a supply centre, because then you're taking away losing the population at the end. But it's not going to lose population at the end because it has a supply centre, so it's fine.
I mean, while I'm saying it's the same thing, it might not be, potentially, if an epidemic came out. It would be the safer of the 2 options to pick 1 cube up from there, make 1 cube. So fly, make 1,
Is it not
pick
the same
1 up
either
for
way?
nothing. No, because Justin can then get rid of the plague cube, and if only 1 Cairo comes out before an epidemic and another one doesn't come out until it comes round, there's no plague cube. So that's the potentially safer option.
Okay. I can believe that.
Equally, I mean, I'm probably going to pick an epidemic this turn because it's been a whole round. It's the last one, and Chicago hasn't come out at all. So potentially just take the cube off Chicago.
You're not definitely going to pick it up because the last one was on the first turn.
Yeah, so it would be either
So-
you, John, or me.
Yeah.
My point is, I think Chicago's pretty safe.
Yeah, I get you.
Oh yeah, Chicago.
So I can take a cube off Chicago for free, 'Cause you have a few more actions.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to do that.
Can you do it? Oh yeah, you pick
It's a
a
free action.
Yeah.
So 1 action to move there.
Yeah, so you can remove the play cube and
2 actions to produce. 3 actions to build a road. To cartoon.
yep,
Which
and
has
then
been
you
done.
can play the herbalist.
Which
We'll
means that's
have that at
objectives
the end
done.
of the game. Yeah,
And then I'll play and I'll take off to keep it.
and that goes, doesn't it?
Clara is now very safe. Which is great because Clara's got a low number of population. Oh wait.
So that's just what we have. Okay.
Right, player cards.
Yeah.
I've
Let's
done it.
see if we're.
Please.
Hey.
Okay. So we might get the search done unless.
When also area.
I think we're safe with this.
Okay,
We'll find out.
so we've got
Hollow
Hollow Man
Man.
Gather.
Okay. So how does that actually work?
Draw the next infection card and add a Hollow Man figure to it instead of infecting it. If you draw another Hollow Man card, just keep drawing.
Okay.
Cairo.
What's the
It's
If
it's
you
moving
leave
away.
that place,
If you leave
That's
that
fine.
place.
so
yeah,
you just
we're
stay
not
there.
going to get to that point, I don't think.
And the other one is Cairo, with a broken link at the end of the draw.
Okay, so that's going to remove a supply cube.
That's fine.
That's fine.
It's a more.
And then it's John's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to do the search.
Yeah.
Complete one search.
I do admire you for carrying on doing
Oh.
these.
Or, there are things, there's stuff and things.
We've completed 3 objectives, just not the mandatory objective.
Of which we've done nothing and are nowhere near.
If I get another black card, I
Yeah,
can-
and we could actually fairly easily facilitate that.
If we
because-
win this after doom-mongering all the way through it. So if we get to your turn, Johnny, potentially you could
could
search
do my
Riyadh as
search,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I can move. I can move. Or Johnny can move to Tripoli or something, and then.
So when
keep
you said
Tripoli.
there's stuff and things,
bad
It
stuff.
seemed exciting.
Is it bad?
just tap the card.
This is a town haunted by despair.
Give it to you.
A surge of refugees overwhelmed the city's resources. The locals have not done well. Plague is rampant. Must not stay. Open 50 if you have not already done so, and mark Santiago as infested. So
Cool.
the searches aren't always good.
Wow.
That's what would
We,
be.
we have open 50.
That'll probably
That's-
be infestation.
That's good to
Yeah.
know.
And is infestation? Does that? I always forget what the rules are.
It's the same as infection.
So at the beginning of my next turn, I'm getting a scar. Well,
Yeah.
I'm
I mean, you're not getting to that point. It's fine.
Well, you better hope because Matt will get a scar otherwise if he's not careful. If we don't end the turn next turn.
But, you know, it's just how it had to be.
I guess. I think you're right. I'm just
So that was one.
We're never going to have a perfect play. We've had to compromise.
I'm so glad I didn't do that at the end of last turn.
two.
I have 3 things left.
Yep.
John,
Yes.
is it worth you potentially passing cards out?
If you end your turn in Tripoli, which you can do, then Johnny can give you enough to do supply centre on your next
I
turn.
think Johnny was talking about me handing
Because
cards
you've got
to other
the
people.
you're at a place with a thingy
Yeah.
tower.
I can only hand out Santiago, I think. Transmit a satellite tire, give it a card matching the colour of your city.
Oh yes, yes.
But hey, I could
I
move
mean,
to Cairo.
I mean, are we now talking about trying to win this?
No.
Oh. Then why hand out cards?
What are you thinking, Johnny?
I mean, I was going that way. Like, there's not totally loads more that we can do.
No,
you
there
can do a
isn't.
search from
You can do a search from Riyadh. But, like, are we at the point now where trying to stop cities being infected is counterproductive because it's going to get us scars? Do we want to make the game end?
I think so.
Maybe.
Like, on your turn, I'm thinking, because you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't got any exposure yet so far, so I'm not too worried about cricket. I'm more worried about Raven.
Mm-hmm.
And you could do the search from Riyadh as your turn. That's
Yep.
that's a perfectly good thing to do.
So I don't know. But what can John do now that's useful?
Build, inoculate Santiago. That's an action. It was a free action actually. Well, there's a few things a free action. Inoculations, yeah, and then maybe inoculate Sao Paulo as well, or Lima, or somewhere like.
But why do we want to inoculate?
Because we're currently at 9 infections.
Yeah, but we don't.
I know we're going up, but like we're going to keep on going up unless we inoculate.
Yeah, but we want to go up.
No, we want to. No, well,
we want to be at the top of a band.
yeah. But the point is, every game we're going to be alternating between the bottom and the top of a band. The benefit of being at the top of a band for one game, I don't think. I think it is good to control the number of cities we have. I think I think inoculating cities is an important thing to do. That's just.
But you're not giving a reason for it.
No, I don't know if I have a fully worked out reason, but I do think it. I think overall, as a whole game strategy, inoculating cities and removing them from the game is a good thing to do.
I agree, and I think the reason to do it is to keep ourselves at the right point of a band.
Okay. Well,
and at the moment, because we are adding cities,
yeah,
we have an objective to add cities.
Yeah.
We either inoculate like fucking fury, which we won't be able to do because it's based on coincidence of what you have in your hand and what's in the discard pile and where you are. It is.
No, you don't have to have anything in your hand to inoculate.
Okay, I said discard pile and maybe I said hand by mistake as well. But the point is, you have to be in the city and have it in the discard pile.
But we are in that situation now.
We are in that situation now. Either you do it absolutely furiously, or you do it to keep yourself within a band range. I don't.
That's fine. That's fine. My suggestion. That's what I think I should do. If we disagree, that's fine.
I think as we are 3 into a band, then me just inoculating a bit right now is not. I don't know.
What have you got? 3 actions left.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere else you can join up?
Not from where I am, I think.
And the thing is, he'd have to also have some supply cubes, and he doesn't. And
Yeah.
the one thing you definitely want to do is get out of Santiago,
Yeah.
just in case it gets around to you again.
Oh, I can spend Santiago. That's still a thing, isn't it? I can spend Santiago to go anywhere?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, that's just a thing in the base.
I mean, yeah, you can move to Sao Paulo and fly to somewhere safe. It's fine.
Yeah, that's just the sea.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Should we just move to Sao Paulo and call it a day? Or make a supply cube, and then if it gets under Matt's turn, he can move it around.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I think if you're going to move anyway, you'd be better moving to like a haven or somewhere with some.
But
cubes
that's not an
rather than
option.
Sao Paulo. Why?
Because it's not connected to anywhere apart from Sao Paulo.
I can move to Sao Paulo and then somewhere else.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, do you have more than one action?
Three.
Yeah,
Three left.
actions.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
I thought it was the last action.
There's something to be... If we didn't mind the idea of it getting around to your turn, if we don't think that'll happen, there's something to be said for making 2 cubes and linking Buenos Aires and Santiago, because they're not linked.
Series. I was considering maybe moving to probably Sao Paulo and then making cubes. I don't want to be in Sao Paulo though.
But if you've got cubes, you can put them down. Or
I
that's
don't.
an extra action.
I was more thinking. Oh no, that's a good point. Somehow engineering it to link Sao Paulo with one of the African ports. So either Tanara and Madagascar or the other one. I can't read upside down.
Dar es Salaam. Move. You don't have enough actions.
No, I don't.
It'd be a nice idea otherwise.
I think I'm going to move to Sao Paulo, make one, and put one down.
Okay. Sure.
And then if I survive next turn, then someone give me black cards so I can build stuff. Antiviral lab. And London.
Okay. And then infections.
Hollow Men gather in Mexico. And plague in Jacksonville.
Okay.
I think I'm going to get hit by that exposure. It should be fine. It's my first exposure. Should be fine.
Yeah, definitely.
The question is, what is Justin going to do? Because Justin can't move away without exposure.
I can put cubes down in Jacksonville as an action.
Yeah.
I can move people around to one another.
Yeah. Can you only do that once a turn?
Yeah, but you know.
But it's still doing stuff, isn't it?
Right, so
People can move to me and give me cards.
do I just go to Riyadh and do this search?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the...
Can I do anything else of any use as well as that?
Let me think. Are you blue?
No, the browning one.
You're brown, alright.
It's
How are you going to get
yeah.
to
How are you
that?
going to get there?
Don't worry about that, because I can use this if I'm in a haven or a supply centre to get anywhere.
Okay, I would do that.
Because, I mean, I can literally walk to Riyadh currently.
You'd get a scarf.
Because you'd be going through the Hollow Man in Cairo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you move to Atlantis and then fly to Riyadh? Is that a thing you can do?
Yeah.
What ability are you using to do that? Runner.
Runner.
Okay.
But that, including the search, will only cost me 2 actual actions.
Right. So
I do have 2 other
else are we
actions
gonna
if
do?
that would be useful at all.
Um,
Would me just producing supplies for you to
take
shuffle?
off, potentially take off your my turn. Yeah, I think so.
There's no way you can get me... No, because you're spending a black card. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm 1 short, unfortunately, of...
Okay. No, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, you could do your produce supplies while you're in Atlantis as well.
And then I can take. Yeah. Then I can take.
So that's 3.
Mhm. And then use your thing.
So I'll
to
do
get
that
3.
to do 3.
And then you then give them. Oh, no.
Do I want to take any with me? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean take them all because otherwise I can't take them.
Oh, do you move them from me, not from a...
Yeah, I take them from players. Give or take supply cubes from a player in any location.
Okay. So that's 1 action.
Mhm.
2. 3 to search, and then... Oh, I won't do that in case this has anything that...
Yeah. Because now we know some of them are bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it says Hollow Men at the start.
Fuck.
Hollow Men have headquarters here.
Ah,
The whole city lives in fear of them.
that sounds good.
They come from Asia, and new members appear every year in November. We must tread carefully. We are heading into darkness. Immediately take 1 player card from the discard pile and add it to your hand.
Oh.
Quite right.
No, do we not want that though?
Well, do we want any of the others is the question.
But I could just take like a produce supplies or anything.
Is there one that just... Can you take an epidemic? We're fucking finish this. Like, it's just like...
just put an epidemic in my hand and there we go. What do you reckon? Well, if I take that, because none of the others are going to be any more use,
Yeah.
and if you get past your turns and already have scars, and we need to continue...
Continue, maybe do some other infrastructure stuff. I think that's... Yeah? Yeah.
I'm just gonna...
just like, let this end. I agree, it would be better for the game to end now. But we can't, there's nothing we can do.
I can't
to
force
force
Oh,
it
we
to
don't.
end.
Well, it might end now.
It might end now.
Let's hope and pray.
Oh, it's a shame that I
It's a
didn't
shame
get
that
that at a
happened
more
now,
useful
yeah.
time,
But
isn't it?
it's good to know
That in November we're all screwed.
Yeah.
So we've done all the optional objectives.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
So infection step. Oh no, you've got one more action, I think.
I do have one more action. So
Just
I'll
produce
produce
another one.
that, and then player cards.
Yeah.
Which this is 99% an epidemic, but
Is
they
it?
are piles of 9 at the top, aren't they? The bigger
Yeah.
piles.
Let's go for it.
Chicago. Lagos.
Okay. And infection.
I want that card. Why do you have it?
Sorry, John. Hollow Men in Lagos.
That's what stopped us from this. The Hollow Men cards are what stopped us from
Chicago.
this from ending. Right. Well, can I have the coin, please?
That's safe
'Cause
one.
I've got exposure. Nothing.
Yay!
Okay.
Collect more cities.
This
I
sun
guess,
is very warm on my back.
So but that's the thing. Do we think we're going to lose now?
Yeah, definitely. Because
The Hollow Men gather. Yeah, we've only
The
got
epidemic's
one
going to
more.
come out,
Yeah.
and yeah.
you know, just take all of these cubes off Stickleback and connect up this whole area.
Yep. So I'm going to connect Dar es Salaam and Khartoum.
Yeah.
So that's 2 actions. And then I'm going to get my ass somewhere safe.
Like Dar es Salaam.
It's
like
infected. It's
like
infested.
Oh, Johannesburg.
Eden.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just go here. Oh, I guess that could outbreak.
How did you get there?
Oh, yeah, if you go through the Hollow Men.
1, 2.
Did
Oh,
you-
yeah.
Go to Joburg.
Yeah, Joburg. And then
That's your
I'll-
safest bet there, isn't it?
Yeah, so that was 1 action, 2 action, 3 action, and I guess I'll just produce 1
And send it to...
and send it to you.
These guys are more likely to do something with their turns than me. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, you're not, are you?
I send it to me because if it gets to mine, then I want Baghdad off you, and then I can build a city in a back area.
Okay. Do you want to do that by coming to me and being stuck here forever?
Well, I can't. No, but you're next to a radio tower.
Yeah.
I'm in a radio tower.
Before we do all this,
Yeah.
let's see if
Yeah.
the game
Yeah.
has ended.
Sorry.
Epidemic.
Highly
Let's go
likely.
Well, it literally had to be that card.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's highly likely that the game will end this
Oh,
time.
okay. Kinshasa.
Okay. And then shuffle those and pop up on top, and I'll draw my second card, and then we'll see. I mean, we kind of want it to end now, right? I think. Because the longer it rambles on now, the more dangerous the situation becomes for, like, getting other cities' populations down and... Well, maybe not. Does Hollow Men drop
I think it
population
does,
down as well?
I don't think they do.
I don't think it does.
yeah. Okay.
I could be wrong. It does.
Oh, okay.
Although they're not cumulative.
Yeah.
So if it has a Hollow Men and a plague...
Yeah, so Lagos is going to go down by 1 and not
Yes, correct.
25 or whatever amount is on there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we want quiet nights?
Do we?
Given that we're through the worst of it now, everyone's got the scars they're going to get, everyone's got their beats.
But is there anything more to be done?
Connect roads.
I mean, John's going to build
something.
on his turn.
But what?
Supply centre.
Probably in Tripoli.
But do we need that? Why do we need a supply centre in Tripoli?
Why not?
But no, that's not a reason to do it.
It increases the pop. Like,
Oh, I guess it would increase the pop of it by 1 at the end of this game. Yeah, I guess it's up to you guys. I'm beyond the point of thought on this game now. I don't think I can validly contribute anything.
Okay, is that your turn though?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
the end of the turn.
you don't need to.
No.
So,
Well,
We've not finished the infection bit,
Oh,
so
sorry.
are we
Yeah,
one
no,
quiet nighting? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the question. Do you want to have a turn?
there's always a chance we'll get more searches and things, or...
If you want to do it.
There you go.
sweet.
1 action. 2 action. 3 action.
would you do? Oh, because you've got Ben says. Oh, that's nice.
Poor Dad, yeah, just there we go.
Yeah,
Oh, actually,
fair.
does anyone want to be moved to anyone else? Do you want to get out of Riyadh, for example? Do you want to get out of Johannesburg?
I'm fine in Joburg. But getting him out of Riyadh... Is Riyadh infested?
No, it's not.
Oh, no. It's okay.
Do you want to go to Riyadh?
But me getting myself back out of there means going past Hollowmen if I have to go on my own.
Johnny could give you Riyadh, not that it really matters, or you could...
I mean, I don't need...
Are you thinking of building a supply centre in Riyadh?
Considering it.
That's not a bad idea.
If it's more that once we're there we can't... Oh no, because then we can fly, because the supply centre's there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So are we moving...
You okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Cool.
Sweet.
We're not playing jazz, John.
Don't forget hand sizes for people who have lots of cards.
Gee, I'm right on.
I should not have an epidemic in my hand. That's not a thing to do. Okay, infection step.
No, you just... What? No, that was that one there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sao Paulo has a cube. Lagos.
Ugh. And that's what we didn't want, unfortunately.
It's game over.
Yeah, it is. And also Sao Paulo.
No, you place it so game ends. You place it in Sao Paulo, the game ends.
Oh, we sure about
I
that?
think so.
Why?
Because I was reading this rule earlier and it says even if you're in the middle of infecting, as soon as you place the cube. But double check, but...
I will do that. That would be great.
In the game end section, I think.
Because that would make literally no difference then.
Immediately, that's... Yeah.
Good.
Good spot. Good spot.
Yay!
Okay. Woo! Winner! We've managed to get a lot done.
We did incredibly well, I think, considering the start of that
Imagine how well
game.
you could do if you're not concentrating on winning the game at all.
So if we reiterate there, because we didn't draw the lines we should have done because
Can't find the pen.
we can't find the pen at the moment.
Basically, everything.
But Joburg, Dar es Salaam, and Khartoum are connected
connected,
like this,
yeah.
and also Khartoum's connected that way.
Yeah, so we've added 3 new cities to the grid.
Yeah.
There was another one as well, wasn't there?
I thought
Didn't
so.
you link one?
Yeah,
No, never mind.
Me? I looked
No, right,
two.
cool. That's that.
No, because the first one was connected. It was Kinshasa to Johannesburg. Then someone, probably you, connected Cairo to Khartoum, and then I connected Kinshasa to Khartoum and Kinshasa to Dar es Salaam.
For some reason I thought we linked one before.
No, I think that's fair. I think that's right. I don't think nothing
We did
here
link
got
one
linked.
before. Me linking Kinshasa to Johannesburg. I did that on one turn.
You didn't link anything over here.
Or the initial link of Lagos to
Kinshasa as well.
Kinshasa when we
I
added
linked
things
Kinshasa
and
to
we got-
Joburg. Then on the next turn, he linked Cairo to Khartoum, and then when it went back round to me, I linked Kinshasa to Khartoum and Kinshasa
After
to
taking
Dar
your
es
4
Salaam.
Got
cubes
it.
from Johnny and then moving to Johannesburg.
Yeah. Okay, we'll put a break in there because we've got to connect things
Got some
up.
explaining
We've got,
to
yeah. We've got to add some cards in. We've got to spend our production units. We're going to lose a lot of people.
We may not have enough searches left on cards to do anything
To complete any of those. This might be horrific.
We're running out of
badly.
new cities. to link.
Yep.
Oh yeah, maybe this wasn't a good idea.
No, it's a great idea.
We'll see you in a minute. Okay, we've done stuff. We've spent stuff. We've had a lot of discussion around things to do and ideas and stuff like that. So we spent 3 of our whatever they're called
Production
units on shoring up population to mean that we didn't lose anything on Lagos and we didn't lose anything on
Mexico City.
Because they were on 2 and we didn't want them to go down to 1. We've let New York go down to 2 from 3. Those are our only population shifts. We also spent a point on Kinshasa to up it from 1 to 2 because we felt it's a bit of a hub at the moment and we didn't want to lose it. We then spent the remaining 3 on making the Chicago radio tower permanent for multiple reasons, but primarily because we were choosing between that and Cairo. We didn't want to use Santiago because it's not safe and it's a bit out of the way. We wouldn't be going to it that often. The reason we chose Chicago is because there's less blue cities on the board, which means that blue cards are more valuable to redistribute than black cards. And also, because it's slightly more out of the way than Cairo, means that you have less opportunities while in the area to be passing cards off to the other people, which means that a radio tower is more valuable there. Is that about... That's the thinking around it, yes?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. We also had a bit of it... We've realised we've gone up to the 10 epidemic band. I'm starting to swing around a bit more towards Justin's line of argument that we at least need to do some inoculation in order to drive ourselves down. We cannot go up from this point.
No.
Is it impossible?
The 10 is the maximum.
Well, then no
Just
more
keep going up.
nomination. Yeah, just keep adding cities.
There's also the higher we are, also the more frequent they are, because the proportion of other cards to epidemics gets smaller. I think. I'm judging just from the fact that there's
No,
6 cards. And
let's not get any more out of the fucking thing.
well, I'm just
Am I
judging
right?
from the fact that we only added 6 cards to add another epidemic.
Yeah, but there's no more bands above us. So we
We
could
never get any more.
have
Yeah,
300 cards and we'd still have 10.
Let's do that.
Possibly. It depends how many cards we're gonna...
We're going to get all of
Yeah.
Asia left to go.
Maybe that's right then.
But definitely start taking some things out of here.
Yes. Specifically where we can eliminate a city.
I think that's because we're running really low on supply cubes.
Yeah.
And I think we haven't been thinking
If we have
about...
cities we can just make safe.
Yeah, and we should also maybe keep an actual physical list of the cities we have to worry about, so that between games we don't forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the moment it's Atlanta.
And
kind of Washington.
But yeah.
Atlanta, Denver.
Well, Denver because it's dead. But
Yeah, exactly. That's one they don't have to worry about.
Yeah. So
More dead cities.
yeah. So I think we said Khartoum only has 1 card in there. We need to note the ones that only have 1 card, and when they come out in the discard pile, we need to go inoculate, remove them from circulation. Yes.
I should actually write that on the board.
Delete.
Seriously.
Again.
Or on the card.
Again.
Or write it on the card.
There's someone enjoying that shit.
Or we can actually write it on the card, like destroy when it comes out, like
Mark it.
because it's our card.
No, because they might come back in. Because it doesn't say to destroy them. It says to put them in the box.
Yeah, and there's a limit as well.
Is
Yeah.
there?
Then,
Yeah, there
like,
is.
you can have, what,
I thought it was
30?
like 30. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
quite big.
But
limit.
still, they might
No,
come
no,
out
you're
at
right,
some
you're right,
point,
you're right,
so
you're right,
probably
you're
won't
right,
destroy
you're
them. Yeah, so that's it. Next episode will be the second
I'm so looking
game
forward
in
to
July.
it. I'm
I think
so
it's
looking
gonna
forward
it
to
might
it.
be brutal again.
Yeah.
To be fair, part of the brutality of this was that terrible first
And we, you know,
infection draw.
we really were demoralised from the start. Also,
We were.
who did this?
Who did what?
Who finished it?
As,
And then it gets destroyed.
Does it
Yeah.
get destroyed?
It gets destroyed. But I think maybe Johnny finished it, didn't he?
Destroy it at the end of the game, which completely ejected. The last one was.
Johnny's one.
I think it was me, yeah.
Cairo.
Is it just making sure destroy it at the end of the game? And yeah. There you go, Johnny. Oh. Well done.
What brilliant news we found out from it.
Yeah.
That in November, we're all
That
going
fucking
to go.
search that screwed it. I was just kind of, oh
Well,
well.
this game, I think
In this game,
the-
bet it happens in this
the
game.
biggest thing about this game was that we were just demoralised from the start.
Yeah.
I think that was. I mean, we did a lot with the
We
game.
actually did really well.
Well, I mean, you know, we went up and
I almost feel that if we'd
really worked it. We could have
worked
saved
it, we might have been able to pull that back.
And if we'd been thinking more about maybe taking inoculating, if we'd been more on it, we could have done better. But that's always the case in every game.
Yeah.
And we had fun, didn't we? Didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
Dad.
love how you laugh at the idea that we actually enjoyed it. It's a very fucking idea that we'd have fun playing this game.
as if that matters. As if any of this matters. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. As if that matters. And
I really don't care, do you?
we'll see you next, not next month, but next increment of a month for the second game in July, which I'm sure we'll nail. Goodbye.